Hold on. I don't think people understand.
Oh,
I mean, ladies and freaking gentlemen, are you kidding me right now?
it's Tom. We've made it.
Oh, welcome into your mom's favorite podcast. It's Big Papa and Bobby Hoops, the gold standard. It is postseason time, and not just postseason time, ladies and gentlemen. The freaking NCAA tournament is finally here. Finally,
We did it.
I mean,
You did
I would
it.
jokingly say it feels
We
like
did it.
Christmas because I look outside and I'm pissed off that it's snowing. Knowing 2 days ago it was 75 and I was walking around and
Yeah.
No, I had to wear my puffy coat today and look like the Michelin Man out there. Looking
We're
like
in our home field because it's so cold outside.
Shout out home field,
folks. Shout out to home field. Oh yeah.
If anybody,
that is a tasty beverage you have.
Oh yeah, can't wait to take some nighttime cold medicine right after this too.
Yeah.
Night.
Ooh.
Pacifico and cold medicine. Talk to me.
That's a safe combination.
Sure.
Folks, yeah, shout out to Home Field. They make a great product. Shout out to my boy Big Papa. I come home today.
What?
You're despite what they might say about you, you're a pretty good guy. You're a pretty all right guy.
Actually, I'm just going to lean in on that. I'm not even going to ask what do they say. It feels appropriate.
Nah, I think you have an idea. I come home today and there's a big old home field package waiting for me on the front porch. Keller's been dying to open it all day. She was patient enough to wait for Daddy to get home. And folks, my good friend Big Papa, a Kentucky fan, bought me a new Vols home field sweatshirt. I got some Tennessee basketball shorts. They're the most orange shorts that have ever existed. And you're the man. This is March. This is what it's all about.
You're welcome. Happy to do it. That thing is sharp.
When
they dropped it on the Discord, I was like, it's no brainer. Like,
hey, my running thing forever has always been, hey, home field, great product. They have priced me out.
You're very proud of your product.
They are so proud of their product, and wearing it right now, they should be. This is a fantastic sweatshirt. Yes. I get it. I do get it now.
It makes sense.
But yeah, shout out to you. Shout out to March. Shout out to home field.
I'm just glad we're here, man.
We've made it.
I know I'll dig into it of however I feel, or maybe there's probably some similarity of like how you feel about how the seasons went, how you feel about coming into the tournament. Mm-hmm. I think when Sunday at 5:30 hits, it's just like, all right,
it's time.
Turn the leaf over. Doesn't even matter.
Yep.
Doesn't even matter.
Anything can happen in this tournament.
Just get a little bit of magic. We'll see what we can do. Except Colgate.
Yeah.
You didn't make it this year.
No, not this year.
I'll find a new one, and then you'll piss me off, and we'll do that dance again, and I'll shout from the rooftops about how you screwed all my bracket up. By the way, speaking of brackets, are you like one bracket only guy, or do you do several?
I've never anything more than two. Like because I'm not someone who is gonna vary much on my picks. I want my picks to be right. So I'm probably gonna have one. Now as this bracket's been out about a little over 24 hours, I have already tinkered up and down with. I'm a tinkerer. I know some people are like, they take the week and then do it, and or do it once and that's it. I look at it, I tweak it, I tinker with it. So what I might say tonight might change in the next few hours afterwards. You can't hold me to it. It's my bracket, so I'll do what I want with it.
It's your bracket.
Yeah.
Nobody can tell you how to live your life. Yeah. It'd be rude of them if they did.
You're not my dad. This is my bracket.
I will say, I think over the years I've become a one bracket, and that's it.
Yeah.
Something magical about just only one. And as much as Big Cat and PFT always like to joke about, like, well, bracket's busted. Like, well, you know, I mean, you could have made several, but it's like, no, I just do one.
No, yeah.
It's just fun.
It's the way to go.
So yeah, I look forward to. Well, I usually try to give it my best shot. I've learned over the years, especially this year, like, not going to pick Kentucky to go to the championship game.
Likewise for the Vols.
Probably smart, especially if I'm in a group that has, you know, I want to wet the beak a little bit, which usually happens. Like every year, I get in a group where there's like a $10 buy-in, whatever, and like, sure, whatever. And so normally I do not pick Kentucky because I'm just doing the selfish thing, unless it's a 2015 deal where I'm like, well, it's pretty obvious. Like I think that it's a safe bet. So I don't know. We'll see. I guess we'll probably at some point talk about maybe if we give a little bit of a sneak peek.
Yeah.
You want to say into the listening audience if they want to be like, well, who's your Final Four? We'll get there. Hey, do we have to do a sneak peek about the SEC tournament?
We should.
Yeah,
we probably have to say something. Chicken man, cut down the nets.
Yeah, it's cool.
Worst case scenario?
Last year, I would have said yeah. This year, whatever, dude.
Yeah.
I said in one group, he still, like, that moment at least told me he still has his fastball. I got one guy in particular in the Discord quickly pushed back and was like, he does not have his fastball. I was like, I mean,
come on.
I mean, I'm like, hold on. We both just watched the same game.
Yes.
They just won.
Yes.
I mean, but I got his point. And ultimately, like, would it shock me here in a week and a half, 2 weeks, that he does the thing where he shows that he's got some life in him and then they go lose in the second round? I mean, do I think that they'll lose in the first round to Hawaii? No. It's probably annoying, and I would be pissed if I was an Arkansas fan knowing we got sent to Portland after winning the SEC tournament.
Yep. Yeah.
But no, I don't think that they'll lose. But will they lose in the second or third round and it would shock me? No. It wouldn't shock me at all.
No. I don't. Their defense isn't good enough to make. Now they've having a guy like Darius Acuff makes up for a lot of problems.
And Darius is going to go. He's going to get 20-something points on 5 of 20 shooting.
Yeah,
because that's what he does. Yeah, I mean, if Wagner goes 3 for 3 again from 3-point land, and then you get Trayvon Brazile, if he goes, I mean, he went nuclear. I think he went 5 of 7 from 3. Yeah. Like, if you get that, like, it's gonna be really hard to beat them. Anybody, I don't care. I mean, they're just that athletic. But man, they've shown when they're not hitting from 3, and you're purely relying on Acuff. Point example would be the road game at Florida, where, I mean, it was looking at one point like they were going to lose by 50.
Oh yeah,
and somehow they kept it, to a 35 point game.
111-77 final score.
No big. Yeah. And I don't know. I mean, did you have any big? I guess Ole Miss was like kind of the fun team for a hot second.
Yeah. Ole Miss, they had a little fun, made a little run. I mean, I guess
say just to say something nice. I guess.
Good for them. Whatever. Didn't end up meaning much, but
if you didn't,
I guess you have to say something about Vanderbilt beating Florida, going to the final. I mean, ultimately, and there's been a lot. We've talked a lot about Vanderbilt all year, leading up to. I mean, they started out 16-0. The thought the whole time was like, yes, they are better. Byington's a good coach, but like prove it. Yeah, prove you can do it against good teams, and they've done it this year. Like they're a 5 seed. Some people are kind of saying that's a little underseeded, maybe for the year they've had. But beating Florida, and they beat them by like 22. I mean,
they handled them.
They really handled Florida. So I mean, kudos to Vanderbilt. I mean, it's the best season they've had in at least a decade.
I was gonna say, I think it was 08 or something.
Yeah. I mean, they're a trendy pick to at least make it to the second weekend. You know, who knows if they get to the second weekend, they're playing Florida again.
I mean, I was going to say they're going to have a rubber match with
most
Florida.
most likely playing Florida again.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't like them, but kudos to Vanderbilt.
Yeah, whatever. Shout out to our boy Billy.
Shout out Billy. I do love
sort
Billy.
of pays attention to basketball.
Yeah.
I think he was way more into football this year anyway. They're at a golf tournament anyway. He's coaching his boys.
I think the only other SEC tournament adjacent thing that I'm glad is done and dusted now is Auburn did not make it.
Shucks.
Damn, shucks.
Dude. Dang.
And it's not even, it's not really the team. It's not Steven. But thank goodness I don't have to see and read any more from Bruce Pearl shamelessly stumping for his son's team.
Yeah, of course.
I'm so sick of hearing that guy talk. I'm so sick of seeing his tweets. I'm so sick of, on that broadcast yesterday, which already, like, going from Jay Wright to Bruce Pearl on the broadcast, that's a step down already,
brother.
If we're gonna have an Auburn, a shameless Auburn fan on there, just have it be Charles Barkley. At least it's fun.
Bring him back on.
Nobody's getting mad at Charles Barkley.
Nope.
But as they kept revealing like the bubble teams that were getting in as the show went on, and Bruce is saying things like, for example, when they listed like, let's say UCF, UCF's 10 seed, they were in the first bracket release. As soon as they're listed, he didn't say a thing about UCF. He goes, "That's bad news for the rest of the bubble," which is say what you mean. You mean that's bad for Auburn. You don't care about the rest of the bubble. You care about Auburn.
Yeah, no, you don't care about we get it. We know what you're doing, but I think didn't he at one point when it was all said and over with, it was kind of like they gave him 30 seconds, 45 seconds just to like get it off his chest, and I think he got emotional about it. And they were all like, well, okay, moving on.
It just came off like you're a AAU kid's dad who thinks his kid can do no wrong out there and everyone's against him. And I couldn't be more sick of that guy's opinions about all. They even tried to like give him like, that late regular season loss to Ole Miss, that was a Q3 loss, and that you take care of business there, like maybe you're not in that situation. And he immediately like tries to spin it to, Ole Miss made it a nice run in the NCAA tournament, so that loss looked a lot better. I'm like, you stop defending losses.
Somebody needs to like take it.
You are a 500 team.
Roll up your papers and just smack him upside the head.
Yes.
You are trying to make an argument about a good run by Ole Miss, who finished 4-14 in the league. They started on Wednesday night. They stink. How are you going to make an argument about a team that stink?
Stop. They were 17-16.
Like, there was no way that they were going to do anything in postseason. They weren't going to go play in CBI or nothing. NIT doesn't want them. They say, you stink. Yeah, and you're going to make an argument about a 4-14 team who just happened to make a run and make it to the semifinals.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's just like because then I see like Auburn fans in like the Burner Ball chats and all this who are like, we don't deserve to be in. We didn't do enough.
Correct.
Like, and that's okay. It was Stephen Pearl's first year. You did have a really hard strength of schedule. Like, you've got stuff to build off of. Hopefully, for Auburn's sake, they don't lose a lot of their good guys in the portal. If they can keep Todd Pettiford, that's a good building block. I really have nothing bad to say about Auburn or Stephen Pearl moving forward. Whatever. That the first year, build on it. But anyway, that was probably a lot more than I intended to say about Bruce Pearl. But he's getting me fired up. I'm tired of seeing his opinions on things.
No, it needed to be said. I mean, that was like the glowing thing. I mean, I guess the other glowing thing was the like weird amount of Kentucky fans who somehow still actually it was kind of odd. I saw two parts. One, understandably, those who were like, we're losing the divorce. Our ex-girlfriend's over here posting pics of an unbelievable spring break trip down in PCB, and here I am picking my belly button lint, eating, Cheeto puffs. Like, oh my god, I miss her so much. It's like, dude, it's okay. Our time together, it was done.
Yes, it was. And it was over.
You may have seen it. There was one Georgia fan in particular who tried to do the couldn't be us who tried to run off our Hall of Fame head coach. And now, whatever. I almost said, is that how you feel about like Mark Richt? I mean, I don't. Is there a correlation?
Who are they talking about? Mark?
I don't know. I left it alone. I was like, the whole point is like they want a reaction, they want a response because they know that if any Kentucky fan responds, who, I mean, I'm not like super smart, but at least can try to take a step back and think, I see what you're doing here. You just want a response. And if I get mad and say anything of the sorts, then it proves your point, which is like, oh, you're emotional. Like, hey, you need to chill out. You miss your boy. You ran him off. It's your fault. All that crap.
The classic Big Papa rage baiting textbook.
I would never.
Yeah.
I would never.
Yeah.
Eric Smith got mad at.
Let's come back about this when you're less emotional.
Hey, maybe you just need to take a break and go check out for a hot second. I'm not emotional. What are you talking about? Did that to Eric Smith tonight at Monterey. He got mad at me because he said, "You've been watching the World Baseball Classic?" So yeah, I watched it last night. He's like, "How'd you feel about USA?" I was like, "I wanted the Dominican Republic to win." And he's like, "Stop." Which legit, I did, and then I tried to explain myself, but he was like, "I can't believe you're doing this."
You freaking
Eric Smith, who's just like pride of the South.
Yes. God's country. Yes.
It's great. Yeah.
Yes. Love Eric.
I was like, no, Eric, like in Eric's notoriously like not online other than Twitter, which very much speaks to Eric and but I'm trying to explain to him social media is fantastic for any Dominican Republic stuff in Italy, Venezuela, Puerto Rico, like
Japan, all of
everything is fun, theatrical. Like you love what you do, and then it cuts to the USA. It's like
they're so boring.
Yeah.
Just bleh.
Yeah. So
boring.
Back to your point though. I wouldn't do that, but the Georgia fan did. And the other thing, what was I going to say about losing and just like Cal's back, like he never lost it. I remember saying, I don't remember exactly what I did, but I just was like, he's got another one in him. Like it's still Cal.
Yeah.
He's still going to clearly like still recruits the talent. He's still going to make a run. Could be this year. It could be in the next 2 years. I don't know.
He clearly he was complacent at Kentucky. He was coasting. He wasn't getting along with everybody there. He needed to go somewhere else.
Yep. Arkansas game.
And it revitalized things. Like that wasn't going to happen at Kentucky anymore.
Nope. No, because he legitimately thought it in Lexington, his shit didn't stink.
He had his lifetime contract, and off into the sunset.
Nobody could run him out of town. It needed to happen. So kudos to him. Kudos Arkansas. Like I said, last year, I would be like, I can't record. I'm beside myself. Somebody come like. Just send an Uber and let the Uber driver check on me. Like, hey man, you good? Like, they told me to come pick you up. Or
just sweating out every Arkansas game.
Damn it, he did it again. I can't believe he keeps getting away with it. So other than that, that's all I got. I mean, Kentucky won 2 games, so that was cool. But Tennessee, did you have anything?
It was the Auburn win was. Watching Ament go, that it was a weird game. Tennessee was like, until the 10-minute mark in the second half, they were like constantly down by about 8 to 10. They'd maybe cut it to 7 or 6, and Auburn or really Tahad Pettiford, who just had he had 28 or 30. Tahad Pettiford was amazing in that game. And they need, any bit of hope that Auburn had to stay on the bubble and be in was really resting on Tahad Pettiford's shoulders. And about that, I guess it was like 9.5 minute mark, Tennessee goes on a 20-0 run, and Ament had like 12 of those. One of the best like little progressions that I can remember in recent Tennessee basketball history is Auburn coming down, throwing an alley hoop on the break. Akpar goes up. It has one of the sweetest just blocks seemingly at the top of the backboard to stuff this alley-oop. They go the other way, Jacoby and one layup. I mean, it just like swung the game. It was a ton of fun. It was Ament's first game back from the knee injury, and he played 32 minutes, which was a little like, whoa, that's for
do we need that many?
How much are we? I mean, and they ended up winning by 8-10, something like that. Like Auburn kind of tried to fight back, but after that 20-0 run, I mean, it was so fun, and to be the ones to put the nail in Auburn's season, that felt pretty good. And yeah, they lost to Vanderbilt. I think Ament was. I think that Auburn win they probably played him more than they wanted to. And I know Ament, he's from everything I'm reading about him, it's very much like he is begging and pleading to get onto the court. He wants to play. He don't want to sit. My knee's fine. Let me go. And maybe he just didn't have a great game against Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt's a much better team than Auburn, but yeah, he shot like 1 of 12 or something in that game. And yeah, Vanderbilt had let's see, it was is it Duke Miles? Duke Miles is their guy. Had a career high 30, which I'll get into a little more with Tennessee. But this is like the trend right now of the last like 7-8 Tennessee games. Guards are just feasting against us right now. But ultimately, I wasn't that upset that we lost. I would have liked to have won, but it just ultimately felt like, well, if we win this game, we're probably not beating Florida the next day. We're not really helping our seed line with wins or losses here. So it did bother me too much. I was glad to see a win, but I'm glad that the guys get a full or a week and change to rest up for this Friday against whoever it is we're facing. So I was fine. I was fine with how the tournament went, I guess.
There you go.
There you go.
I wish I could say the same, but I'll save that for another day.
No.
I need to be done thinking about the SEC tournament because, we're just deadly serious about winning in Nashville. So, all right. Well, yeah, NCAA tournament bracket, that all dropped yesterday. Did you have any big sweeping? Do you have any big thoughts? I mean, honestly, I think for the most part, they kind of got it right, other than the East region. I believe it's the East region. Yes. If you landed in the East region and you are a fan of, and get ready for this, if you are a fan of the following: Duke, St. John's, Kansas, Louisville, Michigan State, UCLA, or UConn, I would probably be just.
I mean, it's a stacked bracket.
That is pretty much every team that has won multiple titles since the turn of the year of our Lord in 2000.
Of all of the coaches in the East region, which John Rothstein kind of has a bit that he like has a name for every region. I'm calling it the Hall of Fame region. Yeah. You've got, of all the coaches in this region, you have 4 guys that have won national championships and 2 additional guys that have made Final Fours from this. So a ton of pedigree.
Look, if you believe in the the behind the scenes thing is, the board is always looking for a good storyline. I think you've got ammunition right here to be
there's
like,
a lot of narratives in this
really?
region.
No narrative? Okay. Sure. You really didn't want to see St. John's and UConn meet up for, I don't know, a fourth time potentially? Sure. Got it. Okay.
St. John's, Kansas, second round potentially. Michigan State, UConn, UCLA, UConn. I mean, Dan Hurley versus Mick Cronin. I mean, that's the angriest matchup of head coaches.
One bald guy who's unbelievably mad against a shorter, very mad bald guy who might send another player of his team back to the yeah. I would love to see him throw another dude back into the locker room in postseason. Like, hey, okay, I kind of get it during regular season, whatever, but hey, can you do it again? That'd be really fun.
This is an entertaining, probably the most entertaining region.
Yeah, I think if you told me this is the only region we got, I'd be like, that's fine. Like I could just watch that and that would be okay. Yeah,
should we run down each matchup real quick? Just a little.
Say who we picking first round?
Sure.
So I'm great with that. All right, game 1, Duke and Siena. You going for it?
I got no. I have Duke going very far. Top 5 offense, top 5 defense. Great.
Sure.
That's according to the stats. I think this is efficiency. Okay. Offensive rebound. They shoot great from the field. Cam Boozer is going to be the national player of the year.
Yeah.
He literally can do. He does everything for them. He's Cooper Flagg may be better from last year. But Duke, they lost Caleb Foster, broken foot. He was their starting point guard, out for the season. Well, I guess there's some whispers if they go to the Final Four or maybe the national championship that they're not ruling out that Foster could be back. But I mean, that doesn't seem good. He just broke his foot.
Yeah.
No, doesn't seem good. Pat Ngongba, their center, he got injured in the conference tournament, but they expect him to be back early. So, they have a little bit of some stuff to figure out with their starting point guard gone. Cam Boozer's young brother, is it Caden? Caden Boozer. He's expected to get a few more minutes there, but I still think, especially on their side of the bracket, Duke's got. I will be surprised if they're not in the Elite Eight by the end of this region.
100%. Ohio State and TCU. I don't personally have any big feelings on the whole 8-9. Usually 8-9 is pretty.
It's typically a coin flip on the 8-9.
I probably go Ohio State, but I mean, if you want to make the argument of TCU and the whole Big 12 being the best conference in the United States, I get it.
Yeah, both teams are hot right now. Buckeyes have beaten Purdue, Wisconsin, and Indiana, who's a bubble team in the last month. Bruce Thornton's averaging 20 points a game for them. TCU has won 9 of their last 11. They've got 8 guys who average 8 points or more. They beat Texas Tech. They beat Iowa State. So they've, despite having, I guess you could say, up and down in the Big 12, maybe a little more on the downside, they have beaten some really good teams in this tournament. It could go either way. Coin flipped. I picked Ohio State just for my boy Mark Titus. I guess that's how I landed there.
Sure. Shout out Mark Titus.
Yeah.
St. John's and Northern Iowa. Do you believe anybody who's trying to float the narrative that, all right, Northern Iowa, maybe you're gonna do that to?
No.
I don't even think it's a conversation.
No, I feel like in most years the 5-12 matchup is
there's other 5-12 matchups that you could probably do that, not this one.
And even so, I feel like usually there's a couple of 12 seeds that are trendy, and you're gonna get and they're most likely could still be some 5-12, 13-4 upsets. I might have one or two. But I feel like most of the like real nerdy stats people of all the like adjusted efficiency stuff, which you and me, I think it's fair to say we are vibes guys. We are eye test guys. But at least I'll speak for myself. I think there is value to the nerds. There's value to the stats. That's not my cup of tea.
Sure.
But it's useful information. Most of the stats people are saying that the 1 through 5 seeds, maybe the 6 seeds too this year, are historically better than the last 10 to 15 years. That they are so much better than the lower seed teams, not projecting a lot of upsets. I think this is going to end up being a pretty chalky year, is what the numbers, what the probability, all what the nerds say. Who knows? It's March Madness, but there's been a lot said that the top 5 seeds are a lot better than usual.
Yep. Yeah, vibes. It was always the vibes.
Yeah,
but
always the vibes. Good. Johnny's. I'm not worried about them.
No. Kansas. I mean, shout out to who this is their first time making it. California Baptist. It's not California Baptist. Yeah, CA Baptist. Shout out to them. Their first time in the tournament. Sorry you ran into Kansas. So
hey,
oh, whoa. Hold on. We need to hit the e-brake? Is this
why
one?
Not? Why not? Upset.
Oh, why not?
Hold on. This is not a Cal Baptist thing. This is a Kansas thing for me. I'm so out on Kansas.
Talk about them.
I outside of their win against Tennessee in the players only, which was back in November, they have not beaten anybody of note away from Allen Fieldhouse. They've got smoked on the road by Iowa State. They got smoked on the road by Arizona. They got smoked on the road by Houston, which that's 2 seeds and a 1 seed there. So those are great teams.
Sure.
But it's like not obviously Kansas is talented and really good, but it wasn't even close in those games. They got smoked. They just got crushed at home by Cincinnati last month, who's not even in the field. Never mind the fact that...
And just fired their head coach.
Yes, just fired their head coach. And they just smoked Kansas in Allen Fieldhouse. Never mind the fact that Darren Peterson has been like a flight risk like all season. Now, that's kind of settled down a little bit. He's playing more a little bit. I'm picking Cal Baptist to upset this, but more so if Kansas should beat them, but they're not beating St. John's in the second round, in my opinion. I don't think.
No,
I'm out on it. Maybe they prove me wrong. I'm willing to be proven wrong, but I don't. Nothing they have done this year has been that convincing to me.
I think you're going to be one of. I shouldn't say one of the few. I think there's a lot of light-minded people that we obviously don't know and we wouldn't hear from. They're probably thinking the same, which is, have you really proven anything, especially when Darren decides to check himself out for the entire second half? Like,
it's like it's hard for me to trust them. Mm-hmm. I mean, and they did have some big wins with Darren Peterson.
They did
barely playing. I just feel like most of the good they did this year was at home, and when they were on the road, they stunk.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know where their first round game is. Maybe I can see this here in San Diego. So kind of home game for Cal Baptist.
Again, narrative.
The Lancers. But Cal Baptist, they've won 15 of their last 17. They won the WAC to get here. They play good defense. Dominic Daniels had a 40-point game in the conference tournament. I'm just like, why not? They're my big. I'm closing my eyes and swinging hard on that one. And Cal Baptist
upset. Go take that toupee and run off with it.
Yeah.
Loserville in South Florida. I'm going South Florida.
Same here.
Bob's.
Same here. So, Loserville's meh. There is one kind of cool thing about this matchup. USF's coach is Brian Hodgson.
Yep. The
game is happening in Buffalo, where he is from. Apparently, his dad has been sick for a long time, or sometime here recently. He has dementia. He has never gotten to watch his son coach a game in person. And here's his chance. Hometown kid coming home in his hometown. Probably going to have so many people there rooting for USF. Great story. Go Bulls. And it's against Loserville. I mean, like,
go Bulls. On. After Pat Kelsey did his stupid shenanigans of running out into the middle of half court while the Loserville dance team's trying to like do their thing during a timeout, and he's like, "Hey, are we like ball over?" It's like, dude, get off the court.
Get this guy out of here. Pat Kelsey, loser.
Michigan State, North Dakota State.
Spartans.
Okay,
Spartans.
I was just curious. I'm Spartans.
Yes. No, I'm pretty high on Michigan State. I have them going pretty far in this. I think it'll be interesting. They do the normal Michigan State stuff. They rebound super well. They're pretty balanced across the board. They hung in tough with pretty much everyone in the Big Ten. They did have 2 decisive losses to Michigan, but Jeremy Fears, who's their all Big Ten first team point guard, he's kind of a little bit of a new age Grayson Allen, some people are saying. Multiple low blow shots.
For a second, I was like, wait, on the actual ball side? I was like, oh, wait, no, the antic side.
The antics. Some low blows, some trying to trip dudes, grabbing their legs during pileups.
Just another swift kick right in between the legs to the. Oh, sure,
accident. Yeah, he tried to ruin Elliot Cadeau's manhood the last time those two played one another.
And then Izzo like kind of took up for him.
Yeah, Izzo kind of took up for him. It was a little weird. That's something I'm going to be watching. Is if we get more on a national stage, some villainy from Jeremiah Fears.
I would love that because they're going to have cameras and report. They're going to be watching for it every single.
I would too.
UCLA and UCF. Are we like go Knights? Right? No.
I in my heart, I'm go Knights. In my head. UCF's not bad. They definitely.
Johnny's got the boys rocking right now.
They beat Kansas this year. They beat Texas A&M, Texas Tech, BYU, Cincinnati. They have lost 4 of their last 5. So the vibes were vibes, guys. Vibes aren't like.
I totally forgot Riley Kugel was 1 still in college ball, but 2 he had transferred to UCF.
How about that?
Yes.
UCLA. There's a lot of. They're kind of a trendy dark horse pick. Cronin is a maniac, but he's made deeper runs in this tournament with worse UCLA teams. They had injuries to their 2 leading scorers, Tyler Bilodeau and Donovan Dent, in the conference tournament. They'll need them. They're supposed to be back for this. They're definitely a team that can make a run. I don't know that I quite buy it. I could see them winning the first round.
Sure. UConn and Furman. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for coming. I feel like UConn has like strangely been a bit disrespected. For a team that only has lost 5 games this year, the Big East was a little down. They got smoked by St. John's twice.
Sure.
They only lost 5 games, but they really didn't have a lot of blowouts. Even in kind of a weak conference, so that's probably maybe why there's a little less excitement for them. They do have 5 players that average 10 plus, and Hurley is pretty much appointment television at this point. But I still think UConn is a team that's going to the second weekend.
100%. Let's go to the South region. We start off with Florida and the playing game of Prairie View or
Lehigh.
Lehigh, yes.
Yeah.
Probably fair to say Gator boys stay hot. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, they're elite again. Bring back a ton of the guys from the championship game last year. Thomas Houck, Alex Condon, who make me want to put my elbow into drywall. They're really good. Great rebounding team. Great in the
my elbow into drywall.
Oh, I hate Florida. I think the question for them is going to be Boogie Fland and Xavier Lee, who are their guard replacements from last year's championship team. There's a lot of doubt that they can replace. Oh, dang it! What was his name? Shoot,
Kugel. Just kidding. No, you're talking about.
I can see him. I can see him. Their guard, who was amazing.
Yeah.
Last year,
Walton
Clayton Jr. Yeah, I think it's gonna kind of come down to those guys needing to be difference makers for Florida to. I don't think Florida should have any problem going far, but getting back to the top of the mountain, they're gonna have to be the difference makers, like Walter Clayton was last year. I don't know if that's gonna happen.
Yeah, there's a reason why you were ranked 350th in 3-point shooting.
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
There's also a reason why you're ranked top 10.
Yeah,
and getting 2-point buckets inside the paint.
Yeah,
we'll see. Iowa and Clemson, another 8-9 matchup.
Yeah, coin flip for me.
I'm probably gonna roll. Probably Clemson.
That's what I said. I don't really have a whole lot to say. it's the let's see, the guy from Clemson. They got a few guys that average.
RJ Godfrey's a good dude. Averages almost 12 points a game, 5 rebounds. Yeah, I mean,
they have a deep bench, so I think they don't have a ton of guys that like leap off the page, but they have a bunch of like good players. I saw a thing that they have like 9 players that average almost 20 minutes a game, so they're pretty deep.
Yeah, I mean, I'm even looking over the insights on some of the games that each team's played, and I mean, it's like they both have played notable opponents, but nobody's really done much other than Clemson's beaten Louisville, North Carolina.
Yeah,
but I think the North Carolina win came after Caleb getting hurt again. Vandy and McNeese.
Yeah, I mean, we already talked about Vandy. I don't know that we need to get too much into them again.
They don't need more credit. Everybody knows.
I don't. This is not the McNeese of last year with all the juice. Even though they do
you don't have to do the bit thing that I did last year.
They do have what's his name? Amir Khan. What they call him? Swag Khan or something, or Swaggy Khan. He's back because his credits didn't transfer.
I love her sport. I love her damn sport.
Student manager can't transfer.
Can you imagine, and I'm sure Will Wade and the number of those dudes who transferred from McNeese to go to NC State probably love that dude.
Oh,
you have to pull him in and be like, hey,
we can't do it. We can't make this work.
You gotta go back to Louisiana.
Yep.
Sorry,
McNeese.
I'm sure he's like, okay, I get it.
Okay.
At least I still got my Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah. Got his giant boombox. Yeah.
Oh my God. Next game. Huskers. Well, 4-13 matchup with Troy. I'm probably gonna end up just taking Nebraska pretty heavily.
Me too. I not only is this the best season Nebraska's had pretty much ever in basketball, they are still looking for their first ever NCAA tournament win.
That's insane.
So, to me, that almost makes them upset proof in the first track. I don't think there's any bit of them that are looking. Now, of course, at this point in the year, to have the season Nebraska's had, you got to have guys in your locker room that are thinking, we can win this thing. We can win the whole thing.
Yeah.
But they need to win. They've never won a game, so there's some noise about Troy, but they're an older team, more mature.
Mm-hmm.
I think Nebraska should handle Troy pretty easily.
Yep. All right. I think maybe we got a sneaky one right here. North Carolina VCU. I think I'm taking VCU.
Upset. VCU, baby. I'm right there with you.
VCU coming off a A10 championship. I believe. No.
Yes, they are.
Sorry for any VCU
they?
diehards out there if I incorrectly.
Yeah, sorry for any Rams who've offended. Where are they from? Well,
Terrence Hill, almost a 15-point a game. Got 2 rebounds, 2 assists.
This feels to me like a bit like my whole Cal Baptist Kansas thing. It's less about VCU and more about UNC. Since losing Caleb Wilson, I just they were he was carrying them to the heights they were reaching, and I just in a kind of weak ACC this year, they did have that big upset.
Big upset against Duke, and they beat Virginia.
Yeah, Virginia. They did win at Virginia. You're right.
Caleb was still playing though.
Caleb was playing then. Since then,
yeah.
VCU.
Yeah.
Rams.
Go Rams. Illinois and Penn. I think I'm leaning Illinois pretty heavy on this one.
Yeah. Illinois should make a good run. They've got one of the best offenses in. I think I saw a stat somewhere. They have the most efficient offense in the nation. They rely on their three. I mean, they shoot 3-pointers like crazy. Smokes Tennessee this year.
4 Europeans.
Yeah. Peja Stojakovic's son is on this team. Pretty good, and it's not like they're all offense. I think that they have a pretty good defense too. But
sure,
yeah, Illinois should be fine.
Roll. St. Mary's, Texas A&M, 7-10.
This is a tough one for me, at least. Very big class. No, maybe not for you. Maybe not for you. What you got? Talk to me.
I just wonder how our boy Big Don Julio feel about that. I be sweating, man. St. Mary's ain't no joke.
No, it's a clash of styles too. I feel like St. Mary's is that they're in this tournament so often. They're always somewhere in the 7 to 10 range.
I'm going to take the angle that you've taken with several teams. That I think this says more about Texas A&M than I do about St. Mary's. St. Mary's is going to do what they always do. They're not necessarily going to try to get into a track meet. Texas A&M, buckyball, will love to get into a track meet, but how many years have we watched teams who have zero issue, no patience of trying to get into a track meet with you, and then you watch the other team kind of scramble of crap, we can't really get them to fall into our game plan. And then what happens? Oh, we're trying to speed up? No. Oh, and we can't shoot. We got a cold day? Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I did pick St. Mary's. I think, A&M's, it almost is like this was never supposed to be this great year for them. I don't really even take in my mind, this is not a derogatory thing about A&M. This is buckyball first year, new regime, totally new style of play. All things considered, they've had a great year for.
I'm sure A&M fans love it. This is great.
Yeah, totally. The quarterfinal loss to Oklahoma in the SEC tournament, that was probably a bit dang, that was. But they had scored 87.7 points per game, had 5 Q1 wins. They're no joke. I just think this is a tough draw for them against St. Mary's, who are going to do the opposite of what A&M wants to do, and they do it well. So St. Mary's, which I think, let's see, what was the they're favored by 3.5 right now. I think that's probably right. So the Gales. What's a Gale?
I don't know. It honestly sounds like something that lives under a bridge. I don't know if it's like a sorry to our St. Mary. You're like, hey, what the hell?
Let's see.
I mean, if you want to comment and send us a message just saying like a Gale is, otherwise I'm just going to believe it's a troll that lives under a bridge.
Do you want me to tell you?
Yeah.
I said, what is a Gale? Why are the St. Mary's called the Gales?
This is what
here we go. This makes sense. A Gael is an Irish person because the Irish speak Gaelic. There you go.
So do you think an Irish person could
Gael is just a guy?
I'm going with that.
Yeah. I
give me the bridge dwellers.
I liked your thought better than just an Irish person. But
sorry, I know there's such a established university. It's not like somebody just made them up 2 years ago. Hey, Houston and Idaho. Do we got to dig deep on that one?
No.
You know what's kind of like I think Houston will handle it, no problem. There is a part of me that wonders though, like even this game or second round, I mean, they're just not a team that's looking to get past 70 points a game.
No.
I don't think that anybody's gonna be like sweating them in Idaho. But it kind of makes me wonder if we're going to see if Houston, assuming for a lot of people who are going to make them, there's probably people who are picking them to win the whole thing, but at least make it to the Elite Eight, Final Four. If all their games are going to be within 10 points or less, and if like Houston fans are going to be like, yeah, handle our business, whatever. Yeah. We knew this is how we play. This is what's going to happen, and the rest of America is kind of like, oh my, you only beat, Idaho by 4.
Yeah.
Is anybody going to be surprised? I guess that's kind of.
I guess I maybe have a different read. I think them getting to the championship last year and losing, and I know the team's a touch different this year, especially with I don't think that they've typically leaned on like star freshman stuff. I mean, because Kingston Flemings is awesome to watch on any given night. He'll be a lottery pick for sure. I just have a feeling that they're going into this tournament hungry and mad after last year. And I know that with the Big 12 was so tough this year, and they weren't able to beat Arizona. They had both of their games were close against them. They split with Kansas. They lost to Iowa State by 3. They lost to Texas Tech by 4. I have a good feeling about Houston, and I think losing in the championship last year, I think that's a lot of fuel. I think that's a team that wants it.
Okay, I like it. Let's bounce over to the West region. Arizona and Long Island. Fins up.
Arizona is, they since like January or maybe even December, they've been my favorite to win it. I think they are the best team. They're my pick to win it all. I don't think there's really anything they do badly. I mean, you could point to the fact that they don't shoot a lot of threes, but they just don't shoot a lot of threes. It doesn't mean they're bad at it. They're actually, like the stats say, that when they do shoot threes, they're kind of efficient, but that's not the game plan. They've won at Houston, at Bama, at UConn. They just beat Houston and Iowa State in the Big 12 tournament, who are both 2 seeds in this thing. They're the most well-rounded battle tested team to me.
Yeah, they're very complete. Villanova, Utah State.
I'll
probably go Utah State, but I don't really have any hard opinion about.
Kevin Willard's a traitor, so Utah State.
Yes. All right, vibes and storyline. That's all I need.
Vibes and storyline. Kevin Willard, screw you, man.
Screw Kevin.
Utah State, go Utes
by a billion.
Yeah.
Wisconsin and High Point.
I think Wisconsin's awesome. I think they handle business.
They've had some big dubs.
This is a very different. Like when I think of Wisconsin, I think of the Bo Ryan teams from the 2010s and team that went to the national championship. And I'm sure you have a thing or two to say about them, but
nope, not anything nice.
This is a super different Wisconsin team. Highest points per game for a Badgers team basically ever. 83.3 points a game. They take care of the ball. They don't turn it over. Shoot a ton of threes.
I mean, I'm looking at these road games. They've scored 90 plus in each of them.
Yes, they light it up. They just barely lost to Michigan in the Big Ten tournament. It was a really, really great game. Kind of a sexy pick. A lot of people are saying they might make a run. I think everybody on this side of the bracket, though, is just as far as you go before you meet up with Arizona, unfortunately.
Arkansas, Hawaii.
We talked about Arkansas. Good for Hawaii. I think they're, from what I've read, they're pretty good defensively, but they've not faced anybody like Darius Acuff Jr. Or the athletes.
Have they played anybody outside past the Pacific time zone?
Looking at,
I mean, maybe, but I wonder if any of those teams came to them.
Let's see.
Obviously,
no. At least from their notable results.
No, I'm just seeing a lot of University of California.
Yes,
film.
Arizona State looks, from their notable results, is as far east as it looks like they ever went.
That's fair. You got outside the
All right, this game is in Portland. I don't know how much that matters for at least this first round game, but
just get out there a day or two early. Yeah. You'll be fine. Okay. Maybe could be fun. BYU in the winner of Texas and North Carolina State.
Yeah, it's always weird at this point to try to pick the 6 seed versus the 11 team that you don't know who it's going to be yet. I did read a thing that when it's a Power 5 conference team in the first 4, that those teams tend to upset the 6 a lot more often. I don't know. Usually the 6 seed doesn't have pretty much the consensus number 1 overall draft pick in AJ DeBanza.
Correct.
So I still lean BYU. I mean, with the unknown of it all, give me the team with the best player.
Yeah, I feel somewhere. There was a hot second I thought maybe.
Texas is not bad. Will Wade, NC State. They've kind of had a weird year, but BYU, they've been a little disappointing given who they have. I think they had one of their better players get injured. Richie Saunders, which was a tough loss, but they've still. It's a Big 12 that you win some, lose some. It's a really good conference. BYU's had a few big wins this year. And I'm just going they got the best player. So I'm just not going to overthink it.
Nope. Gonzaga and Kennesaw State. I think we
Gonzaga. I think it's been like a decade since they've not made it to the Sweet 16. Something like that. I don't know that this Gonzaga team is
I don't know. It's not going to be that, but still. Just almost
still have a
16 every year.
Yeah, they have a pretty nice little road to the Sweet 16. So Gonzaga, shout out Kansas State,
Miami, Mizzou, a little 7-10 matchup. Where are they playing? Oh, talk about storyline. Talk about some BS. This one, I actually was the one. This was the one draw that I thought this is baloney. Missouri as a 10 seed gets to play at St. Louis, Missouri.
Yeah, that's crap.
As a 10 seed, no other 10 seed in the entire country, nor I don't know, freaking ever, do you get to stay in your own, essentially your own town.
Yeah,
stop it.
Yeah, that how do they pull that?
Somebody find me how far of a mother loving distance drive it is from Columbia to St. Louis. I'm about to. Big Bill, I know he's asleep right now. Whenever he listens to this, eventually he's gonna go, oh, there's your show. Like, no, this is so dumb.
Yeah, that is pretty crazy. Miami
I
had a pretty good story this year. I think Miami, Jai Lucas, first year there, 18 win improvement from what they were last year. They stunk. They have had
it's an hour and 57 minute drive. Like, whatever, dude.
Folks, if you're not watching, Big Papa just double birded the camera.
I hope Miami wins by 40.
Wow. I picked Miami, so I guess I'm there with you. I don't think I'm quite.
I would ride with the Canes to the gates of hell and put you in a
the U.
We'll put you in the walls of Jericho and you can just suck it. All right, Purdue and Queens. I do think Purdue seems. I don't know how you feel. Purdue feels a little like could be another year where they make a really deep run, but also they've shown some signs where you wouldn't be shocked. By the way, I'm picking Purdue in this one.
I am too. I think I've mentioned I've been a long.
Do you have any feelings about Purdue?
I personally absolutely hate Purdue with the fire of 1,000 suns. They've driven stakes into my heart in postseason across multiple sports.
Yep.
I'm a longtime listener, reader of Mark Titus, who I think has had the best read on Purdue all year. Is that they are the really good AAU team from the suburbs who have all the matching gear and the name on the back of their jerseys and the matching shoes, and they smoke everybody in the suburbs. But the second they go into the city, they can't keep up. They're not athletic enough. They're looking into the stands at daddy like, what's going on? They're picking us up full court. That's Braden Smith. They're not allowed to press us full court. It's not fair. I think I guess some of the perception of Purdue is hurt by the fact that they were the preseason #1 team. I think that there was a lot of jokes to be made about that. They're not a bad team though. They're obviously a 2 seed, but I think there was a lot of like, well, they were #1 overall and they're not that good. And I still think that this side of the bracket is a pretty nice draw for them. Even if I don't think they are elite, I think they've got a pretty nice route to the Elite Eight. But I mean, yeah, maybe they face a city team here and freak out.
City boys over in Miami. Round 2.
Who knows?
All right, Midwest. Michigan in a playing game. The old UMBC Retrievers.
Uh-oh. They've done it before.
Yeah, I think going up against the likes of Yaxel, Lindenborg, of Michigan probably aren't going to.
Yeah, no. Michigan, #1 defense in the country, or top 10 offense. Yaxel deservedly was the Big Ten Player of the Year. I think that the only question I have for Michigan is the guard play. They're leaning a lot on Elliot Cadeau, who at times has been a good player, played big minutes when he was at UNC, has had a few big games for Michigan. But to me, it feels like in big games, Cadeau kind of shrinks. I think Michigan might have enough to where that doesn't matter in the posts and on defense. So I don't think Michigan will really have a problem until the Sweet 16, maybe at the earliest, and even then, maybe not. Their defense is so good.
They're solid. I think it'll be a little bit before somebody matches up with them pretty well.
Yeah.
St. Louis and Georgia.
I feel like this will be a fun game. Robbie Avila versus Blue Cane. Are you kidding me? This is like a pay-per-view.
Oh, I mean, couldn't ask for anything more of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Blue. You do that, Blue? I don't know. I mean, something feels frustrating sometimes when I watch Georgia. I know I've talked about it. I made the comment here before that. I feel like they may be the most athletic team in the conference.
I think they lead the nation in dunks.
Yes. And then you've just played some games where, well, I probably shouldn't say a whole lot. I mean, you got a 20-point thumping against Florida.
Mm-hmm.
You had a 92-77 home loss against A&M.
Mm-hmm.
Close one against Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
Another thumping against Florida. So I don't know. And then you also had to go do a barn burner against Auburn where you beat them 104 to 100. I don't know. I mean, I'm probably going to pick Georgia because I think they're just going to be more athletic at the end of the day.
Yeah,
and bully them.
St. Louis was hot for a while.
Take away from St. Louis. I mean, there's a note right here. St. Louis, one of the nation's best at 2 and 3 point effective field goal percentage. I mean, that's not for nothing.
No,
but I probably just lean that you played in the A-10.
Yeah, I picked St. Louis. Like I said, I think most of these 8 and 9s are a toss-up. I just want to watch more Robbie Avila play basketball because Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is a lot of fun. So I picked St. Louis for that reason.
Okay.
None of these. It's just who wants to get smoked by Michigan?
Who up? Texas Tech and Akron.
I really like Texas Tech.
I did not think you were.
Well, I think of all the 12-5 matchups, Akron seems to be the one that is getting
like maybe.
Obviously, they just won the MAC. They were the one to do the thing that everybody wanted Miami of Ohio to do. Texas Tech, I think a lot of people started to write them off when they lost JT Toppin for the season, which that definitely limits their upside. But Christian Anderson has stepped up so big. They won at Arizona. They beat Duke. They have big wins in the Big 12. Even since losing Toppin, I mean they won at Iowa State. One at Arizona. So I don't know if they had Toppin for that one or not.
I don't think so.
So I still think, despite the injury to Toppin, that they can make a nice run. I don't know that they can beat. I have them in my Sweet 16 against Michigan. Spoiler alert. Because I like the Red Raiders, but there's some smoke to Akron.
Speaking of smoke, we've got Alabama and Hofstra. I want to do a quick segment for Drug Guy of the Week.
Wow.
Drug Guy of the Week.
That was not planned. That was not planned. Well done by you. That was fantastic.
Aiden Holloway, it's reported that he was arrested at, I don't know what time, last night at some point by Tuscaloosa County Police for having a pound of Mary J. in the back of his car.
Pound.
Bro, what the I mean, that's big time distribution.
So arrested for being too cool. What's going on?
Oh, I thought this was America.
I thought this was America. No, when I first saw it, I was like, Oh,
no
come
way.
on. Tuscaloosa police. Like, we gotta be
Chill.
cooler than that. We got the NCAA tournament coming up, man. Come on. But then it was reported, oh, it was a pound. I'm like, oh, that's
Well, okay, never mind.
whew.
Um,
I don't think there's any way of knowing if he's gonna play at all.
it said as of now he is not traveling with the team. Do I believe that? No.
Hey, if there is anyone with the pull in college basketball to get the courts to bend to your will, it's Nate Oates. If there's anybody who can have some questionable maybe not questionable might be the wrong word, but yeah. Nate Oates has got some pull with the courts.
Nate knows a guy. So yeah, I'm going to give it to the drug team of the tournament, Alabama. Go give them hell.
Yeah, they still have Phylon, so that's good for at least one win.
I honestly think
That's a
he'll either
huge loss for them.
He'll travel and sit out, or two, he does not travel, but then shows up for the second game against Texas Tech.
Yeah.
All right, you ready for this one?
Yeah.
Tennessee playing the winner of a playing game, Miami, Ohio, and SMU.
I mean, this was kind of the draw. This was as good as I think I could have asked for. I wanted to be a 6 seed.
Okay.
I mentioned it on the last pod. I wanted a 6 because I want to be on the opposite side of a 1 in case we make it to the Sweet 16, which I think we have a pretty good shot at. I mean, between Miami of Ohio and SMU, we're I think I saw some insider person say if it's most likely going to be SMU. I mean, maybe Miami, Ohio keeps going. I mean, we've said all year that they deserve to be here. I'm glad that they made the tournament, but at some point, the luck just like the probability of winning that many games in the MAC by 2 to 3 points, like 30-0 was so impressive. But they didn't really do it in like a spectacular or impressive fashion.
Right.
And so I'm glad that they made the play in. I think that game's in Dayton too. So it basically be a big home game for them. SMU's the better team. Tennessee will be, I think I saw if it's Miami of Ohio, Tennessee probably be favored by about 10. If it's SMU, they'd be favored by about 5 or 6. I mean, to me, that this tournament comes down to like Tennessee has a myriad of issues. Our defense against guards has been abysmal lately. I mean, every SEC team we've played in the last month and a half has had a guard light us up. Don't shoot free throws particularly well. We have a tendency to turn the ball over a lot. Our field goal percentage around the rim. I mean, we get all these offensive rebounds and can't convert them. But, I mean, this is why you pay a bunch of money to Jacoby Gillespie and Nate Ament to come to Tennessee. We're going to live and die with those two and crash on the boards. And I think that's enough to definitely more than enough to should win the first round. I mean, we can get to Virginia, Wright State. But I just think this Tennessee team is good, not great. I think if we make it to the Sweet 16, I will be happy. I will be happy with this season. I think of all the 3 seeds to be matched up against, Virginia's the most appealing. They're definitely good. I mean, maybe Gonzaga. Maybe I would have preferred Gonzaga, but then again, of course, that's assuming we get to the second round. But as far as our first round matchup goes, I feel like we scored there with who we face. That's Friday at 4:25 in Philly.
You going?
I asked Erin and she laughed, so I will not be going.
Oh, I was gonna say like laugh as in like
Great idea. No, not that.
Thought you supported me in my dreams.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah, I think it's probably safe that they're going to be matched up with Virginia in the second round. That'll be a great game. I mean, we can skip this game. We don't even have to talk about it. All right, let's talk about it. All right, Kentucky Santa Clara 7-10 matchup. I think this is probably a lot of people's. If they had to circle any 7-10 game, not me circling Miami and Missouri for the vibes and the storyline. No, let's circle Kentucky and Santa Clara. Oh my god!
I'm sure you saw it. I'm sure maybe heard it. It was passed around a little bit on the interwebs today, but I did see a screen recording of KSR today where Matt Jones and co were, saying the thing.
Doing the thing.
Yeah, I've not watched a lot of Santa Clara this year, but come on, guys, it's Santa Clara. It's Santa Clara. Come on. Like, why are we getting all? And I just listened to that and I was like, oh no.
Yep.
Oh no.
We're doing it again.
How can you do that? How can you say that? How can you with your chest out and 10 toes down on national radio after the losses that Kentucky has had in this tournament in the last 5 years and be like, "Oh, Santa Clara, come on, guys."
It was like a 17-second clip. He had also tried to use it as leverage, like, well, I know they're in the WCC and we got clapped by Gonzaga in Nashville by 35, but it's Gonzaga. And I'm like, whatever. You can try to spin on this to death as much as you want.
Sure.
And they run an entertainment show.
Yes.
Whatever. They're going to do it.
We got to have content for the radio.
I'm telling you, that's exactly what we did on the approach of St. Peter's.
Yes.
That's the exact approach we did with Oakland. You name it. That's exactly what you did the entire week. It's like, I mean, come on. Really? Just in those times, you happen to be a 2 seed.
I couldn't.
A 3 seed.
And I, even as a Tennessee fan, I like Matt Jones. He's like,
yeah, I mean,
pretty reasonable, and like in a world of craziness, he seems to be so like level-headed for the most part. And I was like, Matt, I can't
you're doing
how
this.
can
Why
you
are you doing this?
Do this, even if not even saying Santa Clara is like some world beater. Obviously, this is the first time they've been to an NCAA tournament game since Steve Nash played for them in the 90s. But I just you don't get to have that attitude.
Nope. Listen, the Broncos are a tall and deep offensive-minded team that features 7 players with over 30 made three-pointers this season.
Sounds familiar.
Okay. Here we go. Put my head in a blender. Let's do this all over again. I'm going to pick Kentucky. This is the only game I'm going to pick them to win.
I picked Kentucky too.
The next game is Iowa State and Tennessee State. Cool story, Tennessee State.
Yes. Nolan Smith's the coach there.
He gets in there in July.
July of last year.
Dude gets in there in July. Tennessee State would go on to win OVC. Championship. And that may have been their I shouldn't say that was their first one ever. I'm trying to see if there's a quick story about them. Sorry, Tigers in the tournament for the first time since 1994. Mm-hmm. Just insane. And I mean, I think he was on what staff was he on?
I didn't know he was anywhere but Duke.
He was at Louisville for a hot second with Kenny.
Oh, okay.
Left. Maybe that's what it was. He was on there. Kenny went up in flames. He leaves. May have had a break. Took the job at Tennessee State in July. Something of the nature of that.
Yeah.
And here they are. Good for them. It stinks that this is also how the tournament works, and you got to go play Altenburg and Iowa State.
Yeah.
A lot of people have them making a deep run. Mm-hmm. So yeah, Kentucky will probably get manhandled and blown out by the Clones in round 2, and it would relieve me of even having to. You talk about putting me in a blender. Have me run back a Sweet 16 matchup with Deacon, and cool.
I don't want that. I don't want that. I will be rooting.
I would just go on another walk
for Iowa State, not even because I Kentucky drives me crazy, but I do not want to. I don't know what it is. I do in the off chance we make it to the Sweet 16. I do not want to see Kentucky.
All of us are just begging, please don't do it.
Yeah,
please don't.
No, dear God,
not us. No, not again.
No, when I saw they were the 7th seed, I was like, oh, dang it, I don't want.
You're doing the storyline.
Get away from me.
Yeah, it's really hard for me to imagine Kentucky doing much past round 2. I mean, and Matt had made a comment. Somebody pushed him. Was like, dude, Santa Clara is not just some joke run-of-the-mill team.
Yeah,
you've got to take him serious. And he's like, I know. I'm just telling you, should Kentucky win this game? Yes. And he's like, but leaned in. But if they lose, this is just a detriment, then rolled into more of what's really been the overarching issue in the story of the season, which is Mope has underdelivered his $22 million Ferrari. Mm-hmm. Could barely get it off the starting line. You ran it into a tree. Somehow you may have fixed it up a little bit, but then you stalled out and all this stuff. So it's not, it just will suck if they lose, because then it's the whole deal of, your ex-girlfriend, like I said earlier, the divorce. Yep. He's winning. Big blue blood. You're becoming what's the word I'm looking for? You're not relevant anymore. All the things. Mm-hmm. Lose again to Santa Clara. You lost in the first round. Mope can't do it. And then we'll just have to sit with it. And it'll stink because, we got all those recruits lined up for next season. Sorry, for those who weren't, if you're not watching the video, I was beating my head over with a microphone because we've got no recruits. So, yeah, pray to God we at least get one win. And they can, kumbaya. God, so depressing. But, whatever. Talk to me Friday at 12:15 and ask me how I'm feeling. And I might be shotgunning a Pacifico. Tell me the boys we're dancing, baby. We're going to make some noise. All right. That's all I got for round 1. Maybe next episode we'll do round 2, see how all our results went.
Sure. Okay. That sounds good. Should we say our final 4s maybe?
Ooh, yeah. Quick preview. You go.
So, as previously mentioned, I'm a tinkerer. I'm a vibes guy, but I trust the stats. I trust the nerds. I value the nerds. The vibes plus the stats tell me this is a chalky year. Mm-hmm. There's going to be maybe a couple big upsets early, maybe, but I don't see any Cinderellas making deep runs here. Mm-mm. My final 4 is I've got Duke coming out of the East region. I've got Houston beating Florida in the Elite 8 and going to the Final 4, exercising that demon. I've got Arizona coming out of the West. And I have got Iowa State upsetting, I guess it's an upset, I don't know, but beating Michigan, the Elite 8. I've got Arizona over Iowa State. I've got Duke over Houston, and I've got Arizona lifting the banner, cutting the nets down, Wildcats, national champs.
My final 4 out of the East, I unfortunately also have the Duke Blue Devils. I believe I have them, if I remember correctly, taking on UConn. Then out of the South, I went with Florida, unfortunately. Out of the West, I stuck with Arizona because I ended up picking them as my national title winner. And then I went with Michigan. And I don't love just doing the all chalk thing, but those 4 teams, quite frankly, I'm kind of like, prove it like you've proven a point.
Yeah.
And I believe out of that, I think it would have been Arizona and Duke playing each other. in the national title game. So
be a lot of fun.
It will be fun.
And like this, sometimes I'm like, yeah, I want to see the Cinderellas. I want, I'd like to see upsets. But once we get to the nitty gritty, Elite Eights, Final Fours, I want to see the best teams.
Right. We said it last year because it was the first time in quite a while where it was all chalk for the most part. You want to see the best teams play each other when it gets to the Elite Eight and Final Four. If you happen to get one, Cinderella, it's a good story. It's fun.
NC State a few years ago. That was a lot of fun.
It was. But other than that, give me the best teams that are on the they deserve a chance to play each other. Oh man, I can't believe I'm already tensing up about a Friday tip against Sarah Claire on. Oh my god. Oh, and last thing real quick. Yaxel decided to get on a microphone today and apparently told AP reporter that Kentucky and Moat tried to offer him $7 to $9 million to come play.
Who said this?
That's cool. Yaxel.
Oh, no.
Great. Awesome. We're just having an unbelievable PR year. But I cannot find enough piles of wood just to say, put the Ferrari on top and just light it on fire. Let's start over.
Yeah, that's tough.
Which Yaxel likes to talk.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Is he wrong? I don't know. Probably. I think that Kentucky probably made him like a $3 or $4 million offer. That wouldn't surprise me at all.
I would think.
But to say you would have gotten paid 7 to 9, you would have been the highest paid player in all of college basketball.
That's
DeBance is the highest one, and I think he got 5 or 6 at BYU.
Those dang Mormons, they have so much money.
Dumb.
That's crazy.
So, anywho, just hey man, whatever. Keep piling on. And then Moat talks about, hey, why was the selection show thing at your house private? Nobody got to media come over. And he's like, well, it was the first time we've gotten to be together as a group.
It's March.
It's the first time you guys have got to be together privately. It's dumb. Everything stinks. Everything is just dumb because I understand objectively, does that really matter if anybody from the media is at Moat's house for the selection show? And no, not really. But for Kentucky coaches, this was a little bit news to me. It doesn't going back to Joe B. Hall. I think Joe B. Hall started it where every time there was a selection show, the media and local news folks were invited to come to the coach's house.
Mm-hmm.
Film it, see the reaction of the team, talk to the players, talk to the coaches immediately after. Cal loved it. He did it for every single year. And that was usually his platform. The dude could get a 1 seed. He'd be like, we got screwed. You're the number 1 overall seed. What? You have the easiest path to the championship. And he's like, I can't believe in it. But that was just his springboard to always do something.
Yeah.
But no, we just decided not this year. I'm like, every PR thing that could go wrong just keeps happening. Just bury me under that bridge with Gale from St. Mary, whatever.
With the Gales. Yeah.
The Gales. Just put me under the bridge with them. I'll snack on some Cheetos. It's disgusting. I love this game. You got any other final thoughts, parting words?
Gosh.
Any shout outs, dogs, donkeys of the weeks that we Aiden Holloway mainly for me, but
drug guy of the week. Yeah. Aiden Holloway.
Damn it, dude. I don't even care if you smoke weed.
No.
Just put it somewhere else.
Yeah, maybe just be a little smarter about it. Maybe not have so much on you.
1,000 joints rolled up. Whatever.
Oh man. Dog of the week. It's my partner, Big Papa, over there. It was your birthday.
Oh yeah.
It was your birthday last week. Doing big things, and yet you're the one sending me gifts. So I don't know how that works. Shout out to you.
Thanks, dude. I appreciate
Shout
it.
out to you.
Shout out to our boy Razor. He had a birthday as well.
Yeah, shout out Razor.
Shout out Razor, man.
Threw out his back over the weekend. We hope your back feels better today.
Sorry, I shouldn't laugh at that. My bad, Razor. My bad.
Oh no, he's acting all tough about it. He's acting all tough about it.
He had a.
It's fun. It's just pain leaving the body, or weakness leaving the body. Is that his line? Weakness leaving the body. Yeah, that's it. That's the line.
Right. That's right, Razor. You'll
Yeah.
be good. You'll bounce. Just pop some perks or something, dude.
Yeah.
You're good. All right. That's all I got. If you got anything else.
Got nothing. It's
All
time.
right.
It's time.
Let's bring it in. We'll try to do something, like I said, round 2. There'll probably be round 1 Thursday, round 1 Friday, maybe Friday night.
Maybe.
We'll see. We'll try to I mean, worst case, we see how round 2 goes and we come on back on Sunday night.
Yeah.
We'll do this
Sounds
thing
good
again.
to me.
All right. I'm Big Papa.
Bobby Hoops.
See you, gang.